everybody, this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1941 movie, Dumbo. So, in this movie, we meet a baby elephant named Dumbo who is brought to his mom by a stork, and he becomes the laughingstock of the circus because he has gigantic ears. And when his mom tries to defend him, she gets locked away, and Dumbo has to be a part of the circus act by himself with the help of a mouse named Timothy. So this is a pretty good movie. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. The animation is great and holds up really well. I think it still looks just as good as it always has to me. And everything in the movie's been out for over 80 years and it still looks amazing and everything. So I will say that the animation holds up great. And the movie is only 63 minutes long, so it gets straight to the point and everything to what they're trying to go for with this story. It doesn't take its time or anything, it just gets straight to it. And I gotta say that the way it's told is done really well and everything, and I think the pacing of the movie is done pretty good too. Like, even though it's an hour long and stuff, the pacing doesn't feel too off or too fast. It feels like it's just the way it needs to be. The pink elephants on parade sequence is awesome. I absolutely loved it. And everything. I've always thought that scene was really cool. The song itself is okay, but just the visuals and the trippy animation is just awesome. And Dumbo is just a really lovable character. He's adorable. He's one of the cutest Disney characters out there. He's just so cute. You can't help but want to just give him a little hug. He's so adorable. And people are so mean to poor little Dumbo in this movie. That's one of the things that I would say is definitely a negative for me, is I don't like poor little Dumbo being so mistreated by everybody and everything, because he's just a cute little baby elephant. He didn't do anything wrong and everything. When Dumbo finally learns to fly, it's a really awesome moment and everything. One of the most magical Disney moments of all time is when Dumbo flies. And it's just really awesome and everything. He doesn't do a whole lot of flying and stuff. It's only towards the end of the movie, which is kind of sad, because that's what this whole movie is always marketed as, is the flying elephant movie and everything. And they could have had a lot more with him flying, but like I said, the movie kind of ends just right after he learns how to fly, so there's not a lot going there. But it's still a magical moment, and you can't help but root for Dumbo and stuff when he learns how to fly and everything, and people start looking at his uniqueness and stuff. And the songs are catchy at times and stuff, especially the Look Out for Mr. Stork song. It's really good. And like I said, the Pink Elephants on Parade song is okay. And then the When I See an Elephant Fly song, even though I have my issues with the crows and stuff because of it clearly being racial stereotypes and stuff, that song is catchy as well and everything. So the songs in here are pretty good and everything. And of course, the standout song, the one that the movie is most known for, Baby Mine, is a great song too and everything. I know tons of parents and grandparents who sang this to their kids when I was a kid and everything. My mom and my grandma used to sing Baby Mine to me, so that song is a classic and everything, and easily the best song of the movie. But like I said, as far as negatives go, my main big negative is the way Dumbo is treated in this movie. He's just ridiculed and made fun of and bullied and treated really badly throughout the whole movie, and it's just very hard to watch when you just love the character so much, because he's just so adorable and everything. And then also, but I will say though, one of my favorite parts in the whole movie is at the end when he is flying around the circus tent and stuff, and he takes the peanuts and he shoots them out at the other elephants who've been bullying him the whole movie. That's one of my favorite parts. That part was awesome. But I will say that this movie hasn't aged very well. There's a lot of racial stuff in this movie that has not aged well at all. Especially, like I said, with the crows. The main crow's name was Jim Crow, and he had this very strong accent. I can't remember what the accent is called, but it's like one of the most stereotypical African American accents and everything, and it's just horrible and everything. And then also the people putting up the tents and stuff are all African Americans, and they were singing about how much they love pretty much being the slaves of the circus and stuff. It just, I don't know, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I know this movie was made at a different time period and stuff and everything, I get that, but I just feel like that's made it age pretty poorly and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. But all in all, I think it's a good enough movie. I think it has a lot of fun moments and stuff, and there's parts of this movie that I really, really enjoy and stuff, aside from my little frustrations with some things about it not aging well and with the way Dumbo is treated. I still enjoy a lot of the stuff in the movie as well, though. I think Dumbo is a really lovable character, and it's a good enough movie and everything. And apparently it was one of the movies that saved Disney from bankruptcy before, too, so that was pretty cool and everything. But this is a pretty decent movie, so all in all, I think Dumbo is a good enough movie. It has a lot of fun moments, but it hasn't aged well, and it isn't one of my most favorites out of the Disney classics, but it's still a good enough time and everything. It's one I would definitely recommend if you're a Disney fan, though. It's one that it's a must-see for Disney fans and everything, especially if you're into the old classics, and you have to see this one. But it's a good time and everything, so I'd say I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Dumbo, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.
Yeah!